tomboy.
Another tomboy, exactly.
Another tomboy?
Yeah. This is another tomboy story.
Um, when I think about my childhood, I remember a stranger who helped me when I was injured on the street. I only remember his white headband and the feel of his back. I was 7 years old. It was a hot summer day. Maybe we should have asked his name. My elementary school was far from my house and it took 25 minutes on foot to get there. I used to play war with my friends on my way home. Playing war is to throw small stones at each other, hiding behind trees and cars in parking area. I was such a tomboy. On that day, the stone one boy threw hit me on the forehead. I was bleeding a lot. I got panicked and began to cry, feeling the warm blood flowing down my face. Just then, a large dump truck stopped by me. The driver ran out and said to me, "What happened to you? Where is your house?" One of my friends answered instead of me, "Oh, it's not so far." The driver was wearing a white towel around his head like a headband. He pulled it off and bandaged my injury quickly. Then he left his truck in the middle of the road and picked me up, carried me on his back, and began to run. I'll never forget that feeling of sweat on his back and how he was shaking while he was running. In fact, my house was far from there. When we reached my house, my mother also got panicked. She had no time to say anything but one word, "Thank you very much." Then he left like the wind. I suppose that 20 minutes had passed before he returned to his truck. This must have been a huge obstacle on the road. Later, I was brought to the hospital by my mother and got about 5 or 6 stitches. It was only after that we all realized that no one had asked the name and address of the driver. There was no longer any chance to meet him again. I hadn't recalled this event until I had my own children. Now, every time I see my son holding a stone in his hand, I remember the driver's kindness. It brings me a warm feeling. I can even say that it gives me